Good evening, everyone. This is Bremster, and tonight I'm coming to you with a puzzle from one of my favorite setters. This is another look and say puzzle from Derektionary called Killing Me Softly. But this one's got a bit of a twist to it, so I have no idea how I'm going to go on this one. Before I get started on the puzzle, of course, I've mentioned before, we've got the Race to 37 going on at the moment. There is a special playlist that you can access if you go to my channel's homepage and go to the playlist page. The playlist section, there will be a Race to 37 playlist there, where probably about twice a week I will be dropping new videos that will not appear on my main channel, which will be from the Race to 37. If you go to any of those, you'll be able to download the pack, which has all of the 27 puzzles in it, which are all killer Sudoku, each themed around a particular number. This was a pack that Clover put together and released on Logic Masters Germany in February 2021, and it is one of the packs that just got me involved in Sudoku to the level I am. The other thing is there's another playlist there, which is Bremster's unreleased puzzle videos, which is all me recording solves of my own puzzles. I'm probably going to release a video there maybe once a week. I'm not sure. Yeah, so that way I can release puzzles of me solving my own puzzles, or videos of me solving my own puzzles, without it being the most common thing on the channel, which has been a trend in the past. So we'll see how that all goes. Those videos may appear on the main channel if I need a filler or something. We'll see what happens. But that is going on at the moment. But let's have a look at Killing Me Softly by Derektionary, and I promise I will not try and sing. So, the rules in play. Normal Sudoku rules imply. Normal Sudoku rules are implied. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. That's not implied, that's flat out stated. We have these green lines, which are whisper lines. On whisper lines, adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. There's a couple of impacts of this, the most obvious of which is once you cannot place a 5 on a whisper line, because if you do, 5 higher is 10, 5 lower is 0, and neither of those are valid Sudoku numbers. The closer you are to the 5, the more restricted it is. Then we've got cage ambiguity. There are 5 cages only in this grid, which is very strange for one of these puzzles. But the cages are ambiguous. So the cages are either killer cages or look and say cages, or both. What are those cage types? We need to determine what they are. We are not given any hint at the beginning. So if they are killer cages, then the digits that are placed in the cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage, and digits may not repeat within the cage. That is a killer cage. A look and say cage is very different. The way a look and say cage works is that the digits that are in the cage, basically, if you read the number of the cage, it tells you what you must place in the cage, but digits can repeat within the cage. So, for example, if this was a look and say cage, all we would know is you must place 1 6 in this cage. If this was a look and say cage, then we know that you must place 2 7s in this cage, because it says 2 7, which means there must be 2 7s in this cage. And that's all we know. So if these are look and say, this will be 1 6 in the cage, 1 2 in that cage, 2 7s in this cage, 2 6s in this cage. If they are killer, this will sum to 16, this will sum to 12, this will sum to 27, and this will sum to 26. Killer, of course, no repeats, and look and say, you may have repeats on these cages. You can't in these, they're within the same box. That's what we've got to go on. Let's give this a shot. So, what do we have to go on? Can I do anything on 5s? Because 5 is restricted to those 2 cells in that column and those 3 cells in that column. So, not really. They're restricted to those 3 cells and those 2 cells. Trying to figure out, is that going to give me anything? Because if I put a 5 here, it means a 5 goes in one of those 2. If I put a 5 here, there's a 5 here, which means there can't be a 5 here. So there's a 5 in one of those 2, but it doesn't knock out. What about that? That means there's no 5 here. but it doesn't mean there has to be a 5 here. Yeah, I don't think that's getting me anywhere. So what about these whispers on a look and say? So if these were both high, they could be as low as 15. Sorry, as low as 11. No, 13, 6 and 7. So these could be 1 and 2, and that would work. No, hang on, but I can't put a 6 on either of those because that would break whisper logic. So if these are high, the minimum I could put here would be 7 with 1, 2 on either side. So if these can't be high, because if these are high, the minimum I could put on them, I couldn't put 6 on them at all, because you can't. If I put 6 on a whisper line, then the other side, anything next to a 6 would have to be a 1. So these couldn't be if this was a 6, these would both be 1. If this is a 6, these would both be 1, and that's not possible. So if these are high, the minimum they can be is 7 and 8, which is already 15, and I need 2 other cells. So those 2 cells there cannot be high. They must be low, so these must be high. So, but I need to get to 16. So if these are maximum at 3 and 4, and I can't put 4 in there, so if they're maximum at 2 and 3, these need to sum to 11. This can't be lower than 7. So this is 8. So if this is 11, I can't use 9, 2. I can't use 8, 3. I could use 7, 4. I can't, or I could... Hang on, I've got that wrong, don't I? Oh, this doesn't have to be 2, 3. I was wondering why the heck doesn't that work? Because these don't have to be 2, 3. These are 1, 2, or 3. I can't use 4. So there's a lot more options here. Because these could sum to 3, which means these sum to 13, which would allow for 9, 4, 8, 5, 7, 6. Yeah, there's a lot more options. If these are 3 and 2, though, that's 5. These need to sum to 11, which leaves me with 9, 2 doesn't work, 8, 3 doesn't work, 7, 4 doesn't work. So these can't be 3 and 2. Can they be 1 and 3? This would be, again, be 8 or 9. So if this is 4, this has to be 8 or 9. Yeah, actually, this would be 8 or 9. So if this is 4 with 9, that's 13. This would have to be 3. That doesn't work. If this is 8, then this is 8 and 4, and that does. Okay, so I can't eliminate 3 from here, which is a bit of a shame. But I do know these are high, and this is 7, 8, or 9. 1, 2, 7, does that work? Because if this is 1, 2, 7, this is 6, and that does work. Okay, so this is 7, 8, or 9. Blast. Okay, so can I do the same down here? So that, and hang on, those are all the same, and they're in a cage. So those are all the same. Let's call them green. And they're in a cage. So if they were all low, these would sum to 10, and that would have to be 16. If they're all high, they sum to 30, and that would have to be -4. So these... Is that cage just broken? No, it's not, because it doesn't have to be a killer cage. If it was a killer cage, it would be broken. But it's not a killer cage. It's a look and say cage. I forgot the ambiguity. Oh, hang on. Could this have... I don't know anything about this. That was all wrong. Because everything I did up here is wrong. Because this could be a look and say cage. And if this is a look and say cage, then all I need to do is put a 6 somewhere in it, which would go there. Okay. So. No, I'm going to roll that back. And I'll show you why I'm going to roll that back. This cage is now a look and say cage. But this being a look and say cage means I need to put 2 6s in it. And the only places I can put those 6s, so let's highlight the cage in green. If I put a 6 here, they would both be 1. That doesn't work. If I put a 6 here, they would both be 1. Those would both be 1. It doesn't work. If I put a 6 here, I eliminate 6 from both of those, which means I only end up with 1 6. That doesn't work. So these are both 6s, which means these are both 1s. But those both being 6s means I can't put a 6 in this cage. And the only place I could put a 6 in this cage is there, which means this is actually a killer cage, and all the work I did up here is actually correct. This is not a 1, this is a 2 or a 3. And that is just blind luck. So I actually solved wrong and then backed into the correct solution. But this is a look and say cage, and it's been completed. But these are now high, and these are low. So this is 2, 3, or 4, and it can't be 4. So I have a 2, 3 pair in the column. So this is 7, 8, or 9. Depending on what that is, this is 7, 8, or 9. It can't be 6. So 6 is in one of those two. This is kind of fruitful and weirdly fun. But the total on this is now completely meaningless, because it has been fulfilled. Okay, so this 27 cage, or 27 cage. So these are the same, and these are different. Now, can this be a 27 cage with 3 highs? Oh, hang on. No, it was right, because I was just thinking, hang on, I could have repeated digits to get to the 26, but in a killer cage you can't repeat. So I can do the same here. So how do I get to 27 with 3 highs? 7, I can do it though. 7, 8, 9 is 24, and then I could use 1 and 2. So hang on. 7, 8, 9 is 24. Yeah, that works. Huh. 6 in this cage, this box is in here. So what can I calculate about this? Can I use 3 lows, I suppose, is the question. 4, 3, and 2 is 4, 3, 2, and 9? 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9? No, it's 2, 3, 4 is 9. I then need another 18. So I can't do it with that. So these would all be high if this is a killer cage. And there's multiple ways of doing that. Let me have a look. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9 would work. 1, 3, 6, 8, 9. 1, 4, 6, 7, 9. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8 would not work. Anything with a 5 does not work. All of the others work because they have 3 high digits. Except, could I make it work? Because if I put a 6 in the cage, I need to put a 1 in the cage. Because wherever I put the 6, I must put a 1 next to it. And that's going to eliminate 2, 3, 6, 7, 9, and 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So that leaves me with 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, which would work. 1, 3, 6, 8, 9. So 6, 1, 8, 3, 9 works. And I couldn't do 1, 4, 6, 7, 9 because I'd have to put 4 in one of those. So it would leave me with 1, 2, 7, 8, 9 or 1, 3, 6, 8, 9. So these would be, if these are 6, 6 would go here, so 1. This would be 3, and these would be 8 and 9. Actually, that doesn't work. So I can't use 6, 1, 3, 8, 9. Okay, I know this seems like a weird thing. Now I've left, if this is a killer cage, it has to be 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. So these would be 7, 8, 9. This would be 1. This would be 2. So this would have to be... Actually, no, it could go in any order. That works. So 1, 2, 7, 8, 9 is the only possibility if this with that colouring, if this is a killer cage. But I don't know that it's a killer cage. So these are 4, 5, and 6. There's no 5 up here. So this is 4 or 6. So this is 1 or 9. And that could be absolutely anything. This is... can't be 6 anymore. So this is 7, 8, 9. Huh. So this is a killer cage now. So can I figure out what the totals? I think I have to figure out what these totals are. So if this is 1, 2, this would have to be 7. Hang on, if this is 1, 2, I could do 9, 4, or 8, 5. So this would be 4 or 5, all of which is possible. Oh, there's so many possibilities. In fact, everything is possible. Except for 2, 3, 5, 6 and 1, 4, 5, 6. But I need to put a 4, 5, 6 in here. So this is a 4 or a 5. I have to have 2 of 1, 2, or 3, 1 of 4, 5, or 6. So any option that needs a 6 is not possible. And then 1 of 7, 8, or 9. That's not really given me as much as I might like. This is 7, 8, 9, but that doesn't help me at all. Because as long as that could be a 2, any of those could be 7s. Surely it can't be this line. Because that, and that are the same. And then those are the same. But I don't know how to line those up with the green. Could that be 6? Because that can't. So if these are high, this is the 6. These would both be 1. But I don't see an inherent problem with that. If these are low, then this would be 1, 2... I feel that this should be giving me more fruit. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2... If these are 7, 8, 9, these are 4, 5, and 6. But that's not a problem. Can I put 2 7s? Actually, if I put 2 7s, this is high no matter what. Because if I have to put 2 7s in this cage, I can't put them in there. So no matter what I do, green is high. So green is high whichever way this goes, and blue is low. Purple is low. So this is 2 or 3, and I've got a 2, 3 pair. These are 6, 7, 8, 9. That can't be 6. That can't be 6. So that's a 7, 8, 9 pair. That can't be 6 because that can't be a 1. So this is a 7, 8, 9 triple. This is really feeling like it's actually going to be a killer cage. But these are now 4, 5, and 6. Either way, these are 4, 5, and 6. 6 can't go in those. So 6 is in one of those 3. Same as 6 is in one of those 4. That's very weird. And this is 1, 2, 3, and not 4. So is this going to come out to be a 27 cage either way? That would be funny. So these are 7, 8, 9, so 24. So if this is a 1, 2, then this is automatically a 27 cage. That's very strange. Now the question, I've got the same pressure here on high digits. So can both of those be 6s? No. So this can't, yellow can't be high. Yellow is high. These can't be yellow because look at what happens if I make those cells yellow. That is absolutely beautiful. Then I need to put 6, 7, 8, and 9 in those, which would limit completely fill out where 6, 7, 8, all the highs, because these are the same, because these have all lined out to be the way they are. So now I've got the 4 in here and the 4 in here, because these have been absolutely forced. Now 6 can't go here. So in this row, 6 would have to go here. In this column, 6 would have to go here. And all of these would have to be 1. And I've got huge problems. So that doesn't work. So those dark grey cells are blue. And these light grey cells are yellow. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4 without that being 4. That might be able to be 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. If those are both 9, this is 7, 8, 9. This is 7, 8, 9. Wow. That's crazy. I like it, but it's crazy. Now, can that be a 6? Yes. Yes, it can. Okay, so where do I go from here? Still don't know what this cage is. Still don't know what this cage is. This is a killer cage. This could be anything. This 12 cage. All I've got to do is put a 2 in it and it's fine. And I can't eliminate a 2 from that at all. This is not 6. Okay, this is not 6. So 6 is in one of those, one of those. So if that's 6, that doesn't force that. I could do both of those and then that maybe. Maybe. Huh. Can I run around the ring putting pressure on digits? So like if this is 3, these are 8, 9, or if this is 3, these are 8, 9. This becomes 2, so this becomes 7. This becomes an 8, 9. This becomes a 3, and this becomes an 8, 9. That doesn't work. Wait, that's... If this is 3, these are 8, 9. This is 2, this is 7. This is 8, 9. But this has to be 3, and these are 8, 9. So this can't be a 3. Wait, that's nuts. 3, 2, this becomes 7. This can't be a 7. and this becomes 3, so I can't put a 7 in here. This has to be a 2. Because if I put 8, 9 in here, this becomes a 3, which means there's no 7 in there. 7 is in one of those two. There must be a 7 in one of those two, so this is a 2. There's no 2 in there. That is nuts. There's no 2 in there. That is nuts. These whispers in a square. I just did a puzzle called Circle in a Spiral, and I wasn't expecting to say the phrase whispers in a square. Oh, this is crazy. So if this is a 1, this is a 27 cage, and if this is a 3, this is a look and say cage. Oh, wait a minute. I can't rely on these numbers not repeating, can I? Have I used that? No, I've just relied on the whisper. They had to be high, and I've relied on the whisper to say that they can't be 6. Well, not necessarily the whisper. This one couldn't be 6 because this couldn't be 1. This can't be 6 because I couldn't put 2 1s in, and I can't put a 6 there because of that 6. So everything is still good. 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 There's obviously some strange new usage of the word good I wasn't previously aware of. So do I repeat that trick with something like if this is 7, this is 1, but that doesn't put any pressure. If this is 3, these are 8 and 9. So this becomes 7, these become 1 and 2. This becomes a 4, 6, and that's broken. This can't be a 4, 6. So wait. If this is 3, this is 8, 9. This becomes 7, this becomes 1, 2. So now I've used, and I'm back to what I've got down here. These become 4, 5, and 6, but I can't put 4 or 6 here. Because if I put 4 here, this becomes 9, and this becomes 4, and I've got 2 4s in the... That's insane. That's a 1. Which means there's a 1 in one of those two. That's nuts. Which means I can't put 1, 2 in there. There's no 7 in there. There must be a 7 in one of those two. Or both, actually. No, 1. It's in the same line. But I could put 7s in both of those. Can I repeat that trick down here? No, because I don't have this extra whisper line. So what can this be? If this is 4, 9, this could only be 3 because I can't use 1 or 2. So if this is 4, this is 3. If this is 6, 1, this has... If this is 6, 1, this would have to be 7, 8, 9, and it's not. This is a 4, this is a 9, and this is a 3. Oh my Lord! Derektionary, how did you do that? This is a 2, so this is a 4, and they're both 9s. Seriously, dude, that is that is gorgeous. So these are 7 and 8. So these are 5 and 6. That right there, that is the most beautiful 3-cell whisper line I can remember. That is stunning. That's not 9 anymore. That's not 2. That's 5. So this is 6. So this is not 6. So this is 6. This is 5. So I know what this is, because this is a killer cage. These are 8, so that's an 8. So this is a 7. That 8 makes that a 9, which makes that an 8. Do I actually care about this colouring anymore? So this is 6, 8. It's only 6 or 8. So that can't be 4 anymore. That's a 1, 3 pair. Do I have another 4, 5, 6 now? I do. That's 4, 5, 6. That's not 5. That's not 6. That's not 4. I've got a 5, 6 pair. How? I'm not sure if the colouring is helping or hindering. Let's continue with the colouring. So can I do the same trick I did up here, down here, now that I've got more of this line? Because if this is 3, this is 8 or 9. This is 7 and this is 1. That works. Actually, there's no 8 in those. This is 7, 9. Oh, and that's 7. So this is 9. There is no 9 in here. So these sum to 18. So these sum to 9, or that's a 7. So this is either 8, 1 or 7 and anything. Or this is either 8, 1 to get to 9, or it's 7, 1 because I can't put 3 next to 7. Either way, that's the one. Dude, wow. This just is glorious. That makes this the 3, and 3 can't go next to... These are both 8s, which means this is a 7, and this, you don't discover it. So you don't use the cage, you just find out that it's a look and say cage. I possibly could have used the fact that for this to be a killer cage, that would have had to have been 3, that would have had to have been a non-valid whisper. Maybe I could have investigated that further. I'm not angry. I'm not sorry. Okay, so this is a pair. These is a 6, 7 pair, and there's a 6 looking at that. So that's a 7 and that's a 6. Either way, they are both high. High. 9 is in one of those two. So these have to both be low, because I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, and 5. So these cells have to both be low, which is giving me all of my lows for the box. So these are 2 and 4. And this here, this is a 5 and this is a 7. By Sudoku. 7 is in one of those two. This is 2, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 9. And I know the order. That's the 9 and that's the 3. So this is high and this is low. This is a triple, which is 2, 4, and 8. There is no 8 there, so that is low. Stunningly good. This is a 4, which is low. Stunningly good. But I think I've used all of the clues now, except for the 12 cage. So we're up to Bremster does Sudoku. And fortunately, I have a bunch of 7s looking into the middle. So that is a 7. Now, if this is a 12 cage, those have to sum to 5. So it would be 1, 4, and I can't do 1, 4, or it would be 2, 3. So it would be 3 here and 2 here. So either way, there's a 2 in that cage. So there is a 2 in that cage somewhere, because if I have to put a 2 in the cage, I have to put a 2 in the cage. And if I don't have to put a 2 in the cage, these have to sum to 5 without being 1, 4. So I have to put a 2 in the cage. So there's either a 2 there by making them sum to 5, or there's a 2 somewhere by the fact that I have to put a 2 somewhere. Bloody brilliant. 7 is in one of those two. So what is this? 1, 3, 4, 7? So this is a 4-7 pair. So this is a 1-3 pair, and I know the order. This is 3, this is 1, and they are both low. So 3 is now in one of those two, which doesn't prevent me making this the 5 cage. This is 2, 5, 6, and 8. Which gives me a 2, 5, 6, 8 triples, a quadruple. So these are 1 and 3, which I could have got by just using the pairs. So that would have been much smoother. And the 1 and 3 doesn't seem to help. Yeah, he's left me doing Sudoku. Maybe I'm not as happy. 2 is in one of... No, what am I saying? 2 could be there. I've done all the whispers, haven't I? I have. Including that beautiful little whisper. Shh, it was cool. So what do I need to put in here? I need to put a 9 in one of those two. 8 anywhere. 7, 6, 5 anywhere. 3 almost anywhere. 2 almost anywhere. 6 is in one of those 3. I'm really not sure where I'm supposed to be looking. One is in one of those two. I could put a 1 there if I put a 2 there, and this is a look and say cage. 1 up here is in one of those two, so 1 is in one of those 3. Yeah, okay. 3, 3, 3 is up here. 3 is in one of those 4. 3, yeah, 3 is wide open. 4. Is it 9s? 9 is in one of those. This could be a 9 if this is a 2. 9. Okay, I am now not seeing it. It's probably scanning. I've done 3 of the cages because, yeah, I've done 3 of the cages. I've done all the whisper lines. So it's just Sudoku and this 12 cage. And this 12 cage can be resolved by me putting a 2 in any of those. So I don't have enough information yet until I can knock a 3 out of there. Now, if I put a 3 in here, I put a 3 in one of those. And that's all fine. I put a 3 in one of those. I put a 3 in one of those, and it's all good. Ah. 2 and 8 go up there. Have I made a mistake on one of these whisper lines? Is there Sudoku I'm missing because I've got the whisper lines wrong? Not that I can see. I am confused. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm looking at row 4. So this is 2, 4, 5. And it can't be 2. This is a 4 or a 5 because 2 has to go in the box. Ah, that's the trick. 2 is in one of those two. I can't put 2 in here. So these are 1, 4, 5, 6. That can't be 1 or 4. That can't be 4. Maybe that's what I need to look at. The fact that I can't put 2s in these. So 2 can't go in here. But 2, so what am I missing from here? 2, 4, 5, 8, 9. Well, there's no 6 there. So these are from 4, 5, 8, 9. That can't be 5. And this is from 2, 5, 8, and 9. That's not it. I thought it would be. What about here? Sees 1 can't be 2, can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 5, and 8. I thought that would be it. The fact that 2 had to go in one of those. Well, I've got a 5, 6 pair. This is not 5 or 6. That 5, 6 pair may do more than I think. So that's a 2, 8 now. So what am I missing? 2, 3, 5, no, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 9. So these cells are 2, 3, 8, and 9. So this is 2, 3, 8, 9. This is 2, 3, 8. And this is 2, 3, 8, 9. That's not it. Arg. I hate it when I get to the end of a beautiful puzzle and I am completely stumped. If this is 3, 2, what happens? 3, 2, this becomes a 2, 8 pair. So 3, 2 makes that a 9. Two is in one of those. Does that do anything? I don't think it does. 1 is in one of those. Oh, I'm stumped. So do I need to colour 5s and 6s? This and this. So this and this are the same. So this is different. This is purple. It doesn't get me anywhere. Oh, that was beautiful break-in. Don't let me fail it now because... box 7. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. So these are from 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. There's no 7 in there. There's no 8 in there. I can't see it. That 6 is looking up. What am I talking about? Those are 5. Those are 6s. It was not bad. It was just me being a terrible scanner. People would have been yelling for a very long time at that one. So, 5, 4. not 4, not 5, not 5. That's an 8, 9 pair. So this is 3. 3 is not in this cage. Wait a minute, let me undo that correctly. So this is a 2, because this could be 2, 3, 8, or 9. So this is a 1, 6 pair. And if this is a 1, 6 pair, that's not 12. This is a look and say cage. But it means that this is now done. All of the clues are now done, and I'm just down to Sudoku. So this is not 2. These are 8, 9. These are 1, 6. The 4 makes this 2, which means this is not 2. Let's mark up these as low. That was incredibly bad of me. I am sorry, everyone. There is no 6 here, so this is 2, 5, 8. There is something, because this is 2, 3, 8, 9, but there's something in there I can remove because that's only 3 cells. I can remove 2. This is 8. So this is high. I can remove 2 and 8. This is 3. This is 9. So low and high. There is no 9 in there. This is not 8. So this is a 2, 5 pair. These are 2, 5, and 8. And I am not sure. 4, 8, 8, 9. That lines up with the 8 being there. Okay, this is not 2. In fact, this is 1 or 6. And it's not 6. This is 1 and low. This is 6 and 1, so low and high. There is no 1 here. There is no 1 here. So this 6 looks down, making this 4 and this 5, but the 4 is low. The 4 looks over, making this 8 and 4. The 4 is low, the 8 is high, the 8 and 9 are both high. I know the order. So these two cells are 2 and 6. And I know the order. This is the 2, this is the 6. I hate it when I screw up good puzzles and I make the setter look bad. 5 and 9, and I know the order. 9 and 5. It's not the setter that was bad, it was me. Nope, I wanted to remove 5. This is 3 and 1, and I should have coloured them ages ago. The 3 means that is not a 3. It is also not a 5. This is not a 3 or a 5. This is not a 5. Okay. Scanning for fun and profit. The 3 makes that 4, which makes that 8, high and low. The 4 makes that 2, which makes that 5, which makes that 2, which makes that 8, high and low, which makes that 4. There's no 4 in there. This is 7, this is 3, so we have low and high, which makes this 4 and 7, so that is high and low. This is going to be low. No, this is going to be, color it right. This is going to be 2, this is going to be 5, and that completes Killing Me Softly by Derektionary. It took me a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but you know, that was actually a lot more challenging than I expected. I got very, very stuck for about 15, 20 minutes in the middle there because I didn't see a 6 in column 1. Sorry about that, everyone, but that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it's like when you solve puzzles, particularly on camera. If you think it's easy to solve on camera, try it sometime. Thanks, everyone. That was a lot of fun. I really love Derektionary's puzzles, and even when I do that to them, I'm sorry, Derektionary. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're enjoying the Bremster's Unpublished Puzzle Videos playlist, and I really hope you're enjoying the Race to 37. I know I am. Please let me know what you think of all the content and everything and what I'm doing. I'm just trying to have fun with Sudoku and share it with everyone. Thanks, everyone. Good luck with your solving.